Good morning. Good morning. I got this 7-Eleven breakfast, which I'm going to try and eat in the park over there. This is warm actually, which is really nice, I think. So the reason I got this breakfast here instead of like at a cafe is because it's like 8 at the moment. I woke up super early, so nothing's open. Not a bad spot to have my little pre-breakfast, I would say. Although there's a big tour group that just arrived, but that's okay. I'll show you my view. Quick review of the melon pan from 7-Eleven bakery. Nice. Sweet. Quite dense, it's not like a light bread. Although it's not heavy either. But it has some like density to it. And it's just like a subtle sweetness, it's not too much. So yeah, glad I got to try that. Oh, and the chai tea latte. I'm fascinated by the fact that this is warm. Like it was placed in some kind of refrigerator, I guess not some kind of heating refrigerator, because it's warm and it's in like a plastic bottle. It's interesting. But yeah. It's very sweet. And it's like a classic chai mix, I'd say. But it's good. It fits well with the melon pan, I guess. I'm obviously on my bicycle here, and it was really nice to see this morning that I saw all these school kids riding their bicycles to school in their school uniforms with their backpacks on, and I thought that was a really fun reminder actually that sometimes, at least for me, when you visit these very touristy places, you tend to forget that there's normal people living their daily lives there. And I think that was a fun reminder and just very cute to see all these school kids just going to school on their bicycles as well, which I guess a lot of bicycles are used here around the mountains and the lake. And I'm looking at a man right now cleaning his boat. So it's fun to see these like little pockets of daily life around Mount Fuji, and they probably don't, like they just turn a blind eye to Fuji, even though me and all these other tourists included are hunting down Fuji or hoping to see it. And yeah, it's quite interesting difference. But what was interesting is that they were in school uniforms with like skirts, no gloves, no nothing. And I'm wearing all my layers. In fact, it's not cold, but it's a little bit of that mountain freshness in the morning. But I I have an interesting solution for that. So I'm on my bicycle, of course, and I brought socks as gloves, which is probably against safety standards, but it works. It's worked so far. And yeah, so that's how I'm managing today. Yeah. I love the mountains. Don't get me wrong. Tokyo was awesome, and I'd love to go back, or I'm excited to go back at the end of my trip, but I'm a nature girl at the end of the day, and nothing beats just this. Awesome. Hello! I hope you can hear me. It's very windy, but probably the most scenic taste test. I went to a bakery around the lake on my bike ride, and I got some things. So we've got this. It has nori on it. So let's try this out. Mid, honestly, which is to be expected. Like, I'm in a very touristy area around the lake. It was like the only bakery there as well. Has some caramelized onion though, which is nice. I mean, it's not bad. Let's try the sweet treat. So I got something with sakura, of course. Let's eat that. I really like sakura flavor. I had it in a matcha with the like sakura jelly before. It's kind of like raspberry taste, but also a bit like elderflower. Like obviously it's like a flower, so that makes sense. But this is nice. I mean, there's no filling, it seems like, but it's like a nice texture between like a croissant and a scone, or a scone, however you want to say it, which are very different textures, but somehow they are combined here. I like it. Hello. I just had a shower. I had such a good day today. It was so wonderful, just cycling around, being outside, being in nature. I got to see Mount Fuji for like the whole day. It was completely visible, pretty much no clouds. It was warm as well. You could probably tell, like, I got a bit sunburned actually, because it was very windy, so I didn't feel the sun. But it was just awesome. Like, I was really afraid that I wouldn't be able to see Mount Fuji while I was here, or it would be too cloudy. But it was perfect today. It was a long day because I've been up since, I think I woke up at like 6:30 in the morning, and I was out the door by 7, I think. So yeah, it's gonna be an early night tonight, but it was such a good day. Like, I went all around the lake, Kawaguchi, and that was perfectly doable. And I also went up to, like, a bit into the mountains to some of the shrines or the viewpoints, and I went to this cafe, which was actually a campsite that had a cafe there as well. And the guy that worked there, he came up to me and like asked if I was traveling around, and I asked him, because I was wondering, like I said, you know, the view is so beautiful of Mount Fuji, and I asked him, you see this every day or almost every day, are you still surprised by it sometimes? And he said, you know, yeah, sometimes. And he said, which I thought was very profound, she has many faces. So it's just cool to think about what it would look like if I ever came back here in like autumn or summer or winter. I wonder also if people swim in the lake during the summer. I imagine that would be really refreshing. But anyway, I'm all like cozy and clean. I'm all packed for tomorrow because I'm traveling to Hakone. I have to take a bus to a place called Gotemba, and then another bus to Sengokuhara, which is where my hotel is. It's like one of these onsen hotels where they will also serve me like breakfast and dinner, like traditional Japanese. So I'm very excited to explore that. But let's see if I get there, because it's kind of, I think, a non-obvious way to travel between these two places, I think. But worst case, I've got my Google Translate Japanese. But it's time for a late night snack. I had dinner at a place where they served, I think it's called Hotu Fundo, which is a traditional soup, like noodle dish from here. It's like a ramen soup, but the noodles were handmade and they're a lot thicker, almost like more doughy and chewy. Very delicious. But I've been eyeing these actually at 7-Eleven, and I want to try them. So these are essentially chocolate covered macadamia nuts. Macadamia, called king of nuts, is the most valuable in the world. You know, I'll like them. I actually like macadamia nuts a lot, but I've never had them covered in chocolate, I think, which could only make them better, I would say. Ooh, they're in a little box. Oh, and they're actually stuck in there. That's interesting. There's some kind of... Anyway, I'm just gonna... Oh, stop. Wow, they're really big. Like, what I've noticed with the snacks at 7-Eleven is that there's not like huge packets of things. I mean, this will be very filling, but if I eat it all. But these are the chocolate covered macadamia nuts. Let's try one. Ooh, I think I should eat these tonight because I think they're gonna melt tomorrow. They're really good. Like, in terms of the chocolate to nut ratio, the chocolate is definitely outweighing the nuts. I obviously don't mind that. Yeah. It means that you only get like a subtle macadamia flavor, which I appreciate. And I like them.